There's another question here that's I'm going to start and defer to you guys. The question is Matthew 19:16, Mark 10:17, Luke 10:25. It says that eternal life is inherited by keeping the commandments. How would you explain this regarding salvation? So let's jump over there real quick. Matthew 19:16 is the first one. Somewhere Dave Wilbur's like frothing at the mouth to get up here and answer this question.
Dave is probably writing these questions.
He probably is. By the way, if you email us and ask us really hard biblical questions, most likely Dave Wilbur's the one that responds to you. Because
he's one of the guys on our staff. Smart. He's an awesome guy. Is Dave in the house here? Where's Dave? Dave, stand up. We want to say thank you. Give him a round of applause for all that he does. He answers a lot of the Bible questions. David's been with me from the very beginning, being from personal discipleship and spent a lot of time. He's now on staff as our bookkeeper, and he answers a lot of questions online and is an extremely smart guy. So,
all right. So tell me how bad I get this one. All right, Dave. So here's what I'm going to say. So here's Matthew 19:16.
Here we go.
And it's a good question. So here's Matthew 19:16. A man approached Yeshua and said, "Rabbi, what good thing should I do in order to have eternal life?" Again, the guy is automatically presupposing that there's something he can do to attain eternal life as a deed, okay? So Yeshua knows that. And Yeshua is going to teach him a little lesson. Because Yeshua is good at teaching people little lessons. So he says, what can I do? What mitzvah? He already says, what commandment can I keep to get eternal life? So you probably already know where the answer to this question is going. He says to him, Yeshua said to him, "Why are you asking me about good? There is one who is good." So he gives him the answer right there, really. He says, there's only one that's good. Follow me, because I'm a reflection of my Father. But he goes on to test him, and here comes the test. If you want to obtain eternal life, observe the mitzvahs, the commandments. So this is where the question on the screen here is coming from, basically saying, if all I have to do is observe the commandments, then that throws the entire concept of salvation out the window, right? Well, if you were perfectly able to keep the commandments, again, like we said, you'd be perfect anyway. You would have no need for salvation. So I guess the answer is yes. If you can keep it perfectly, go ahead, and you're saved, and you don't need Jesus in your life, I guess. But I don't know anybody like that. So he says, if you want to obtain eternal life, observe the commandments. The man asks him, which ones? So Yeshua starts to list them. Don't murder. Don't commit adultery. Don't steal. Don't give false testimony. Honor your father and mother and love your neighbors yourself. He would have kept going. He wouldn't have stopped there, but the guy's like, okay, listen, I got it. I get it. I understand. The young man says, I've kept all of these. Where do I still fall short? Look at this commandment. Yeshua said to him, if you are serious about reaching the goal, go and sell all your possessions, give to the poor, and you'll have riches in heaven. Come follow me. There is the answer to the question. The answer to the question was not when Yeshua said, keep all the mitzvahs, keep all the commandments. That was the test. He already knew that this man had kept all these commandments. He already knew that the guy knew the commandments upside down and inside out. So he says, that's not the point. I'll list them all. I'll list all 613 of them right here, and you're still going to have the same requirement at the end of it that I'm going to give you right now. And he says, go, give up everything, take care of the poor, and follow me. That's how you get eternal life. So again, there may be confusion in whoever asked the question. There may be confusion that Yeshua is not saying that you can keep the commandments to get salvation. He's saying that you can keep the commandments all day long, but unless you drop everything and follow me, you're not going to have it. That's what I.
Because when you just lost my mic. When the reason why he asked him, Jake's exactly right, to go and sell everything is because what is the commandment? The commandment is that Yahweh is the one that provides for you. This gentleman was a rich man. He did not need Yahweh to provide for him. So there was no faith required. So you can keep the commandments and be rich. But he says, okay, you're doing that part, but you're not understanding faith. So you have the truth, but you don't have the real Ruach to live by, and the Ruach is faith. So it's real amazing. He's actually giving the real gospel here. The real gospel is that, yes, you have to trust me through faith, but in order to prove that you have faith, you actually have to do something. Sound familiar? Yaakov, James, in his own book says, show me faith without doing something, and I'll show you my faith by what I do. It's the same message. Yeshua's not changing the gospel or adding to it. It's the same thing from beginning to end.